Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. It's really windy here on George Street in Sydney. As you can see, this is George Street. There's the light rail, and this street runs all the way down to the Harbour Bridge in the Sydney CBD. So there's been a pattern of some of the questions and comments that I have received lately, and I thought this is a great little opportunity to make a video about it. Now, day game is a chore. It's hard to do day game. It takes up a lot of time, and they're kind of the same. It's like I feel like day game is a chore, as in I don't really like doing it. And the other aspect, the other kind of comments, sort of questions were day game takes up a lot of time, and I don't have time to do day game. So I'd like to address both of them in the same video because I think it's quite easy to address in the same video. So, but before we kick it off, I'm Dave, and this channel is dedicated to giving you no BS novel dating advice from modern men. Top link in the description to check out the website and get some coaching with myself. Go to the Indirect Day Game page, and you can check out some more blog posts on this. And at the bottom of all the blog posts, you can see my favorite blog posts that I recommend that people read. So you've got a bit of reading there, lots of free content. I've got over 300 blogs on the website, and once you eventually decide you want to change or fix this this aspect of your life, you can hit me up. The website is there. Whoa, it's windy. It's literally blowing the phone. Really windy. But let's address the time management issue. Okay, so what did I do today? What did I do today? So I left home and went directly to the gym. This month is a gym month. I've got back into the gym. On the way to the gym, I'm just social, right? I don't take any time out of my day. I don't approach girls that are going the other direction. It doesn't take any longer for me to get to the gym than going directly there, pretty much. So what happened was I saw one girl standing at the lights. I was at the lights. I was on my way to the gym. She was going in the same direction, and I stopped and said hello, right? So we started talking. It turns out she's doing commerce. She's on her way to university. I walked her a little bit, got her number. Now, I was going in the same direction. It didn't really slow me down too much. Maybe added 1, maximum 2 minutes to my for me to get to my destination. And if you don't have 2 minutes to do that every single day, think about it this way. She replied already. I texted her. She replied straight away. So that's a contact that I have immediately through cold approach that literally took 2 minutes out of my day maximum. We spoke for a little bit. We were walking in the same direction. We stopped again not too far from her university and spoke for a little bit longer, maybe another couple minutes, 3 minutes maximum. I'll be generous with you guys out there that are looking for excuses. Got her number, she texted me. I now have that contact in my phone, and you know, there's a good chance that will go somewhere. Now, if I do that every single day, and if I have lots of opportunities like this every single day, then eventually I'm going to have unlimited amount of girls in my life, right? Unlimited. Because every single day I'm going to be making connections, I'm going to be building that rotation, and it's a compounding effect over time. Now, I didn't spend several hours out of my day to go and do that. I didn't go contact a wing, organize the time on the weekend, travel to a specific location, and then spend several hours walking around doing day game. It's now a lifestyle to me. And if you look around, there's opportunities everywhere. There's girls everywhere, actually. Especially in the city, they're everywhere. So Like, even if you have a look over here, even at the light rail, there's opportunities everywhere. And so what I'm talking about here is that the guys that say that this takes a lot of time are absolutely wrong if they implement it the way I do. So, for instance, you could be very new to this, and you're going to have to learn how to do it in the first place. You're going to have to put in the time and effort. I've put in the groundwork, I've built the fundamentals, and now I don't need to work on it anymore. It's just become a lifestyle of mine that I just maintain every single day. But in the early days, there was a period there where I did it every single day, and I put in the time and effort. You don't have to go to those lengths. You can just go do some coaching with me. I literally change men's lives. Like, I don't think that is an outrageous claim to make either. I don't think that is arrogant in any way. I don't think that is an overstatement of what I do here. You do a 7-day immersion with me, you pound the pavement, and I drill into you everything there is to know about game. It literally changes your life. And on top of that, you've got a connection with me for the rest of your life. You can contact me anytime. Hey Dave, I've got a problem. And over time, it might take a year or two after the immersion before it really starts to click, right? And on top of that, what I do is I offer to all of my students the opportunity to come with me when I do these travel immersions as well. Come and game in other countries. So we build the foundation in a proper area, which is Sydney CBD, and then whenever I do my travel immersions, I invite my previous students to come with me. So if you do that every day, you build the foundation, you learn this skill, you get it down pat properly, and then you do it every single day. Like even this, I just left the gym, I've come back here, I'm making a video. You can see it's just one cut. I'm not making multiple cuts of this video. It's just from the gym straight here. I'm speaking to you guys. I'm going to upload that. Then I'm going to write another blog post. This video, 7 minutes so far of me talking to you. It's not a lot of time out of my day either. In fact, I've been speaking to you guys like 3 times longer than I spoke to the girl that I just number closed. So time management wise, game really doesn't take much time once you've built the skill up and you've got the fundamentals down pat. Now let's address the idea of a chore. Some guys out there, they make excuses. Let's just put it that way. I'll have to address this maybe in a longer video now, think about it. But the idea that, it's a chore to approach girls, or she's too ugly for me, or she's too old for me, or she's too fat, or whatever. When you're trying to practice this, when you're trying to learn this skill, when you're in the learning phase, it's like a guy going into the gym and going and having a personal trainer. The personal trainer goes, oh, well, you've got really weak muscles, you can't lift much, here's 1 kilo. And the guy goes, oh, it's too light for me, I want to lift 100 kilos immediately. It's a little bit ridiculous, don't you think? You start off with the 1 kilo because that's what you're capable of doing. Now, if the girl is really unattractive, or it's just being social and practicing your game, practicing your verbals, practicing getting smooth approaches done. You have to work your way up to the girls where you're punching up. Very few guys that do day game that I see that are stuck in intermediate purgatory are approaching girls above their mate value. They're always punching down. Most of them are punching down, except for a few of the OGs like myself that are in Sydney. There's quite a few OGs around now, and the vast majority of them are punching up. They're not punching down. So the idea of saying, oh, it's a chore, it's hard, I'm sick of the rejection, these are all excuses. So the solution to that really is exposure therapy to many approaches until you get used to suffering from the how uncomfortable it is to make these approaches. But ultimately it's just guys making excuses. Guys that don't want to do this can come up with any excuse possible, and there's unlimited reasons why they wouldn't want to do it. And oh, it's a chore, it's hard, I'm sick of the rejection. These are some of the excuses that you hear every single time. And there are guys out there that have those excuses, but they put in the inner game work and they get through it. And I've had a few students of mine that day one you think, whoa, I'm not sure if this guy's going to make it. But he had the dedication to put in the time and effort to improve himself, and literally a year, 2 years later, he's a beast. So keep in mind that this does take time and dedication, and if you do it right and put in the time and effort, just like building up your body and hitting the gym. Myself, I'm hitting the gym, and I'm not going in there lifting 100 kilos. I'm not going for the 10s, right? I'm going for the 5s in the gym. I'm picking up like 10 kilos, 5 kilos, and I'm working all of the muscle groups I possibly can. Considering, I've got a few hip replacements, my knee needs to be replaced, rotor cuff injury, plantar fasciitis, you name it. I've got a lot of things going on, but there's still something I can do in there. There's a lot of excuses guys in my situation can make instead of turning up at the gym, but I'm going in there and I'm putting in some time and effort, and also while I'm in the gym, I'm asking a lot of the jacked guys for advice. These are the experts. These guys have PhDs in getting jacked. I'm constantly asking these guys questions. Am I doing this right? How's my form? Am I lifting too much? Should I stretch before this? Why is my arm hurting? And they're all so helpful, and they're helping me out, and I've noticed awesome results just by speaking to an expert. And that's why you guys out there should speak to an expert when it comes to cold approach. So to start with, if you're struggling financially, or you're unsure if I know what I'm talking about, there's 320 almost blog posts on the website. Now that's a lot of information. A fraud that doesn't know what there's a cutie. She literally, look, sometimes they stop and wait for your look at that. She's literally just like, hey, Dave, can you get off the phone and say hello to me? Anyway, now she's looking at me. Okay, I'm going to have to go say hello. So, check out the website, top link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video, hey?